Will the US inflation rate increase to a 3-year high? Will the Canadian government increase the rate of interest or keep it the same? What results are expected from the GDP of UK this week? Hello guys, welcome back to another weekly analysis. This is not our usual setup, but the charts don't stop for anyone. So with me on a vacation, let's dive into the charts and see what we can expect for the next week. Let's start with looking at the news. On Sunday we have the OPEC meetings the entire day. So let's see what comes out of the OPEC meetings, and based on that we can see what to expect on the crude oil prices. On Monday we have the Australian bank holiday. Other than that, every pair is going to be as normal as it is on a Monday. So a slow starts and then it picks up through the US session. On Tuesday, we have no important news coming up, but we can see the results of the NFP that which came on Friday, coming out more intensely the next week. So we'll look at that too on the charts itself. On Wednesday, we have the CPI rate for the US dollar, which is expected to be rising by 0.4%. So, as the CPI increases, there is hope of increasing the interest rate too. Hence, the USD will gain more strength as it has already gained strength on Friday due to the exceptional NFP results. Also, we have the interest rate for Canadian dollars. On Thursday, also, we have the interest rate for the European Central Bank. So the entire euro interest rate, which is expected to be increasing by 0.25%. So it was 2.15 and it is expected to be 2.4. So euro will gain strength towards the starting of the week, as the interest rate is supposed to be increased on Thursday. Along with that, we have producer price index for USD, which is a mild news, not so important news. On Friday, we have the GDP, month-on-month GDP for pound, which the previous is 0.3 and there is no forecast for the GDP. So we'll look at that news on Friday itself and let's see how it goes. Now let's turn to charts. Let's start with Euro USD. We are looking at the monthly time frame and we are already 1 week into the monthly time frame. And we are approaching a sketchy zone right now because we are in the monthly zone, and with the interest rate expected to be increasing on Thursday, we can say that we can expect a Euro USD rejection from this zone. So I would steer clear of this zone, and without any confirmation, I will not trade Euro USD before the news comes up or I see anything significant. So on monthly, we are currently in a monthly zone and it is a very non-decisive zone. We can expect a rejection, but not a complete breakout directly. If the chart rejects from here, we can expect that there will be a bullish momentum because of the interest rate increasing. Daily is the same, daily is completely bearish. So let's wait for anything confirmative and then we can trade. Suppose on Monday we get a bullish close on a daily candle. So Monday's daily candle closes bullish, and then we can trade in the direction that the chart will go upwards throughout the week because of the increasing interest rate. This is what I will expect. I will not take the sell trades directly on Euro USD. That is all about Euro USD. Let's go to GBP USD. GBP, we have nothing coming up except the month-on-month GDP on Friday. So no major news will affect the pair. Let's look at the chart. If you look at monthly, it's the same as Euro USD, but we have not yet entered the monthly zone. We still have range for the next monthly zone, which is about 160 pips. So we can expect that we will still cover this 160 pips, and the momentum on monthly is completely bearish. So this coming week, I will expect this candle to complete this momentum. Let's look at weekly. Weekly is the same. There is a small weekly zone here, but it won't matter. And I will not consider this zone. I'll just be careful, be mindful of uh, a thing that there is a zone here, but it won't carry much significance. Even if I get a daily close below this zone, I will take a bearish trade and I will go for that 150 pip momentum, which we are expecting in the downward direction. Is the same daily zone. We have a daily zone here. If the daily candle closes below this zone, Monday's candle, it's well and good. If not, and if even if we get a direct continuation, we'll trade this 150 pip range. That is what is there for GBP USD. So I'm bearish on GBP USD, and we have a good range to cover. Let's look at pound yen. Let's start from the monthly time frame. So the monthly candle is currently bearish. 1 week into it, we had bullish momentum initially, and then the candle converted completely bearish towards the end of the week. If we look at weekly, we have a strong rejection from the previous weekly zone, and right now the weekly has closed bearish. We can see that we have a range of about 240 pips to cover on weekly. If we look at the daily, we had a small daily zone right about here. I'll just extend this zone. We had a small daily zone right about here, and right now we have closed below that zone. So all the things indicate that we'll continue bearish, and we can expect this to 50 pip momentum. So on pound yen, I am bearish throughout the week, throughout the next week, and I will take a bearish trade on Monday or throughout the week. And I won't go for a bullish trade. Let's look at gold. Gold has moved so much on Friday that it was the, I would say, the highest price drop in a single day since a lot of months. I think since March or something. Okay. Let's look at monthly first on gold. If we look at the monthly time frame, it is clear. We still have this week to be filled on monthly, and I feel that next week we'll complete the week fill. We still have about 225 $230 to go to complete this fill. So we have a quite a range to trade on gold. If we look at weekly, it's the same. We have closed below the previous weekly zone. This trade on gold would be to retrace this momentum. Just best trade on gold will be to retrace this momentum and that continue. But the gold being gold with so much of selling pressure on gold, I don't think we will get this kind of move, which will be a perfect trade. We'll just get a continuation. So let's see how the conditions are and daily. Even if we get a Fibonacci on daily, that is also good for us. It will be a similar trade. We'll get a retracement. So we'll get a retracement and then we'll get a continuation. If not, we'll just continue and we'll find a sell setup on 4 hour or 1 hour and then we'll trade. So that is it for all the pairs on Euro USD. I will not take a bearish trade until Thursday as the interest rate is rising. And we are in the monthly zone, so I won't trade. GU I am bearish, Pound Yen I am bearish, and also on gold I am bearish. So that is it for the next week, and I'll catch you guys live throughout the week. See you.